Welcome, my name's Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia, and I'm so happy to be back for 2020. This is January's Global Monthly Video Collab Groups video hop, and I'm so excited to be here. Fellow demonstrators and I get together every month where we choose either a theme or a stamp set. We use that theme or stamp set in a video hop, and for this month we are using love as the theme, so I'm so excited to bring this to you. Make sure you please go over and check out all the other great cards and projects that the other demonstrators are providing you with. The links are in the below description of this video. So what's better than love than meerkats? Now this is a celebration item. It's a free item. During celebration, for every $90 here in Australia, you can choose a free item, and this meerkat stamp set is one of them. I absolutely love this stamp set, and I really like this card. This is a little bit different to what I usually do, but I'm really excited to bring this one to you. So the supplies for today's card are the Gangs or Meer stamp set. Have a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? We've got 3 different meerkat stamps. There's a few different sentiments. We have a cactus, a little lizard or a gecko, I'm not really sure, and a party hat. So it's really good for quite a few different themes here, and you're going to see a lot of lovely cards made with this stamp set, so keep an eye on out for that. Now if you would like this stamp set, all you need to do is place a $90 order during celebration, and you can choose this one as your free item. We also have the stitched shape framelit dies, and I'm using the largest stitched square, so let me just bring that one out really quickly. I have the support ribbon dies, and I'm using the 2 heart dies. Now I don't usually buy too many Valentine's themed stamp sets and items, so I've actually had to go through my stash and find something with a love theme to it. The inks for today are Memento Tuxedo Black ink and Flirty Flamingo, and I'm also using for this sentiment here the classic label punch. In the background you can see a little embossing folder detail. I'm using one of the new embossing folders in the mini catalogue. It's called Coastal Weave. Love this embossing folder, so check that one out as well. And I'm also colouring in with a lot of Stampin' blends, so let me bring them in here. We have the combo of Soft Suede, Crumb Cake, Pool Party, Flirty Flamingo, Petal Pink, and I've also got the ivory and bronze. So I'm using a lot of browns to colour in those gorgeous little meerkats there. I think that's all the supplies, so let's get in and get started. I have a card kit here all ready to go, and you can find all the measurements and supplies over my blog. The blog post is listed in the video as well, so go and check that out. Heaps more information and photos and everything you need to know, so go and check that out. There's also the links on my blog post to the other demonstrators as well, so if you need that as well. So for the card base, it is Flirty Flamingo. It's half a piece of A4, and I've already scored it in the middle. I'm just going to fold it over and burnish with the bone folder. And then we have some matting pieces. So we have Whisper White matting there, and this is the same size in Flirty Flamingo, and we're going to do some die cutting and embossing on the Flirty Flamingo. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White. Now this one we're going to cut with the largest square stitched framelit, and I have just another piece of Whisper White. Now this is a huge piece because I'm just using this one for our sentiment that we're going to use the classic label punch to cut out with. So let's get moving. I'm going to work with this one here, and we'll do some die cutting. So I'm also going to bring in my Big Shot. Now we have that Whisper White piece and the largest stitched. I'm going to run that one through quickly. This is one of my favourite die sets, the stitched shapes, and in the new mini catalogue there's a few new stitched dies, so really great value there as well. So bringing that Flirty Flamingo piece in, I'm going to also bring those 2 heart dies, and I'm just going to die cut some hearts all the way around that whole piece. So I'm going to fast forward this for you. So I have all those die cuts all cut. Now you are going to keep one of these larger hearts, but all these other ones you can use on another card. Don't throw them away, they're perfect. We have our piece that's been die cut any random pattern that you would like. We're also going to pop this through the Coastal Weave embossing folder. And we do this last because if you've done it first and then went through with the die cutting of all the hearts, it actually flattens out that gorgeous detail of the Coastal Weave. So I'm going to open up my big shot. And I'm just using some scrap paper to sit over the top as a shim. And this gives a really great pattern and detail. Look at that. Gorgeous. Finish with our big shot. I'm going to bring all our pieces back in. And this is going to be laid over the top. So all our die cutting's done. Let's start with all our stamping. So I have the larger meerkat stamp. There's quite a few. There's 5 meerkats on here. And I'm going to ink that up with the Memento Tuxedo black ink. And let's just pop that one down. Don't they look so cheeky? We're colouring that in with all the stamping blends, but before we do that, I want my heart ready to go, and I'm going to bring in that piece of Whisper White and the Flirty Flamingo ink, and let's just create this little detail here with the sentiment. So the stamp set is, the stamp is From All of Us, and we're using the Flirty Flamingo ink. I'm going to use the classic label punch to punch that one out. I'm going to bring that one back through because we're making it a little bit shorter than how the punch is. A little bit more. It lines in perfectly. It's really easy to do. This way we can have a smaller sentiment than what the punch is. So that's cute. I'm really just waiting for this to dry just slightly before I start colouring it with my blends. I'm going to bring in some dimensionals and I'm going to just use some of the bones edges. I'm just going to chop some of them off and pop it up on the heart. So our heart and sentiment's ready to go. Let's bring some of our blends in. And I wanted the meerkats to be all sorts of colours. So we have the light and dark crumb cake, the light and dark soft suede, and then the ivory. I guess it's ivory. No, this one must be the ivory. Yep. So we're going to colour those in. And the ivory I wanted to use on the smallest one and also the larger one. So I'm going to use the brush marker. I'm just going to quickly colour that in. You can do blending if you want to do blending. I thought I would just keep it nice and simple for everyone. So there's the smaller one. Let's do the dad. making sure I don't colour in his eyes or his teeth. I'm going to move over to the bronze, and for the bronze I'm going to do this little guy here. So this is the oldest sibling, because I think this one looks like the mum. There we have it. Going to go with the dark soft suede, and I'm going to do the mum in the dark soft suede. She's really dark. I think I don't know whether I used the dark soft suede, but that's okay. She's a little darker. Let's move on with the dark crumb cake, and we'll do this little fella here. Looks like the second child or middle child. The mischievous one on the end. Isn't the middle child always the mischievous one? I'm only one of two, but my husband's a middle child. I reckon he's probably the naughty child of all of them. So sweet. So I didn't use the light crumb cake, and I'd say probably wouldn't have used the dark, this one here, the dark soft suede, but that's okay. I'm still happy with how that looks. Let's bring in the dark petal pink, and I just want to add just a little pink to their cheeks. Even on the mum, she's very dark, but it will show up. Then here's my lightest colour, which is the light crumb cake. I'm just going to colour in the ground. They're usually in desert areas. So we're going to do the sand. Terracotta tile would look really good, I'd say, being a desert. I'm going to do right to the very bottom. I'm also going to bring in the light. I think that's what I've done wrong. I've actually grabbed the dark soft suede. I only need the light one. So the mummy should have been in the light one. Just going to add a little bit of texture to the sand there and go over the colours that are already there, those little dots. Just adding a little bit extra in. And lastly, I just want to add some of that pool party in. So I'm going to bring the dark pool party, and I'm going to say the light's hitting this way. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of shadow. I'm going to colour it in with the light pool party. So once again, this is pretty quick colouring. Nothing overly spectacular. Now you can see I've actually created a little bit more of a darker background. I went over a couple of times. I still like how it's turned out. If you would like it a little bit lighter, just do the one layer. So we're right to start popping everything together. Let's bring some dimensionals in. I'm going to pop straight up onto the Whisper White piece. So let's turn this one over, add some dimensionals in. So I have all my backing pieces off. I'm going to line this up with the Whisper White, and it should be cut at the same size. There we go. And I'm going to glue this one straight down with some Tombow glue. Just thinking, I don't know whether I actually showed you the petal pink metallic edge ribbon. This is part of the Parisian Blossoms suite. We're using this one as well. So it's going to go on the back of our meerkats, and I'm just going to create a nice little effect on the back. Now to attach the ribbon, I'm going to just pop some tear and tape down the back of that stitch square. And it should be enough to put just a length on either side. Let's just line that up again. Cute, isn't it? Now this is also going to be just popped down onto our Flirty Flamingo piece, and for that I think I used the Tombow glue before, but I'm going to pop it down. Yeah, no, I'll use the Tombow glue. And that's just going to go down the middle. Going to pop up that gorgeous little heart. And lastly, we're just going to pop some rhinestones in. So I have some rhinestones here. I'm going to use the smallest ones, and I'll pop one on the heart, just in that top corner. And I'm going to pop one in each of those hearts, just on the right hand side that we can see. So if they've covered up with the meerkats, I'm not going to worry about it. I hope you've enjoyed today's card. If you have, I'd love it if you left me a comment and hit thumbs up. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do. And don't forget all the other demonstrators from other countries. So we have UK, USA, Canada, France, Germany, Netherlands, and here in Australia. Check those ones out because they'll have some wonderful ideas for you to create. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.